afternoon, whenever you're watching. Just like to thank the viewers of my previous video. It means quite a bit. Thank you to the new subscribers. And see how far we can take this. Because, I mean, if I can feed my family with my fishing pole, it'd be pretty cool. Because, I mean, that's the job I could probably do. So this morning, not going to a pond, not going to a lake, going to a large river tributary, and we'll see what we can hook into. Stay tuned. Alright, so just a little car talk on the way to the fishing spot. So in my portion of the country, where my location, tonight and tomorrow we are going to be hit with the combined remnants of Tropical Storm Debbie and weather effect off of the Great Lakes. Sorry, my roof's rattling. So, that being said, those two weather fronts meeting each other, they're going to feed each other. And unfortunately, that could mean no worthwhile fishing for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Like I said, I live near to the Connecticut River between Vermont and New Hampshire. And already there's been four different periods of time where it's been up over flood stage and to what I would deem unfishable as far as bank fishing. I don't get the chance to do a whole lot of boat fishing. Hoping to change that, but we'll see what happens. So me going to this little Connecticut River tributary, which is all the location anyone's getting. It's one of my partner and I's favorite spots, so I don't want a bunch of people tromping through. And it is a hot spot for the locals, so I don't want to get them trashed up. So, just before we get started on anything, please leave a place better than you found it. So me getting out here to this tributary, I might not be able to do it again for, like I said, 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month. It all depends on how the weather goes. So let's hope for the best. Rig going by. So here we are. One of my favorite spots to fish, and it is a tributary on the off of the Connecticut River. So it's, as long as I don't fall going down this hill. So it is, it connects to the Connecticut River down past that bridge. And usually there are bullheads stacked back here, usually a lot of perch. There's green. Oh wow. So the last time I was here, that whole little rocky area was beach. So many weeds here. But yeah, species list. It also includes green sunfish, smallmouth bass, pike, walleye. Quite a lot in here. Somebody going over the bridge, being a troll right now, sitting under the bridge. So I'm gonna get set up here and we'll cast a line. Alright, got my pole holders in, which takes a minute. It's very rocky here as far as the makeup of the riverside, but generally very few snags here. So I don't know, we'll see. Though, speaking of snags, there's a cable that connects to a pylon, connects to the bridge, and I'm ashamed to admit a couple of those are mine, but not all of them. That cable is always decorated for fishing time. Look at that mess. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Alright. See if I can stop shaking the camera and zoom you guys back out here. Alright. So I'm going to try not to cut off my fishing poles or my head, but we'll see what happens. I'm no professional with anything, especially photography, anything that has to do with public speaking. Stuff terrifies me. But until you guys comment or interact on the platform, I'm just talking to a camera. I have had some comments and interactions with people, not necessarily on my videos, but there's been a couple. And it's been pleasant interaction. I do enjoy talking to people. But as far as my home life, my social life around where I live, and growing up, still residing roundabouts where you were born, you know most everybody. Most everybody has the general day-to-day routine. So they're busy. I'm used to being busy. Mine's underneath a piece of grass there. So when you're used to being busy, and then you can't be anymore, because you're slowed up, do what you can to try to otherwise entertain yourself without finding trouble. So like when I was a kid, I did a lot of fishing. Sometimes just to get away from home. Sometimes just to be alone. And of course the current comes this way, but where I'd normally fish from, it's not a very good angle for the camera. And most of that riverbank is currently underwater. This is actually about normal water level. And then when we have that tropical storm come through, it's where I'm standing is going to be underwater. Knock, knock. Anybody home? The spot's usually more productive in the evening, but I've only got a little bit of time to fish this morning. Woo! Hey! Woo! Hey now! Hey now! Woo! Holy crap! Stop. Holy stop. Wow. Was not expecting that this morning. Woo! Beautiful, lively. What I believe is a pike. Really cool markings underneath the eyes. Very lively. I'm gonna go ahead and put him on back. Here you go, buddy. Wow. Was not expecting that this morning. And it came up and hit right here at my feet. Pretty cool. Not so cool as finding someone else's rubbish, but I'll take that with me. First fish of the day, lively little pike. On a crawler, few split shot. My daughter wants me to make a what's in my tackle bag video for like anyone starting into angling, into fishing. Like, what do you really need to go out and just start fishing? If any of the rest of you would like one of those videos, I'll go ahead and make one. Though she said that she has to pick the location for it, and I'm okay with that. Because otherwise I'd just do the breakdown in my shed. And with as much stuff as I do have in my tackle bag, probably don't have enough space to actually spread stuff out there. So all I was doing when that pike bit was just bringing my crawler and split shot in, kind of slow, letting it sit. Kind of like how you'd work a swim bait, which I don't use much. Growing up stream fishing for trout, usually just used worms and hook. Whatever you really had. Good to know that I didn't lie to you, any of you, about there being fish here, though. So that was my second ever pike, and both of them have been right here at this spot. Readjust. Oh no, I guess I don't have to adjust. My pole's still there in frame. So I just cast out into that little basin part right there, and then the channel seam, pardon me, my tongue is as thick as I am some mornings, and I didn't finish my coffee. So the channel seam comes down through here, closer to that side of the bank. Still amazed over that little pike. Well, if nothing else bites, might have to toss a lure, see if there's another pike in here. Wish I had had a GoPro, because you would have seen that fish strike. Would have been so cool. Right on those lily pads over there. Snag. Now. Lynn talking to us this morning. If you heard that cracking, that was both of my knees. Well, maybe this spot's empty this morning because of that hungry little pike. There's normally at least some perch, occasionally a couple of bullhead. Actually caught my personal best bullhead here, assuming it's one that swam up the tributary because of the recent flooding out of the Connecticut River. Actually weighed a bullhead catfish. Found one that, it was a big one, it was worth weighing. It came in at 1 pound, 9 ounces. Just bounced that off the bottom of the bridge. Whatever, we'll let it sit there. And while I'm standing here, reeling on this rod and reel, I haven't introduced this one. So the rod I picked up on the side of the road for free. It says Match Graphite M2. It's a Daiwa rod, graphite composite, and on it I have a Granite Outdoors 2000 series reel. I don't even remember where I got this reel, but I've had it for quite a long while. Works really good. Caught a lot of fish with it. And my particular favorite about this reel, there's a little button. You can fold your handle over so it doesn't get caught quite so much on stuff. But and it's a fishing rod handle. Like it's gonna get caught on everything. I'll add one more cast with this guy and then I'll put on that one other that I wanted to try. Alright, we'll pop on one of those other ones for a couple casts. Alright, so again, I am not sponsored by anyone. I just want to make sure that's out there. The lighting's terrible, so see if I can give you a little angle. Improve the lighting maybe. There we go. So 6 cents. Love this, the look of this lure. See if it catches anything here. like I said, I don't use lures a whole lot, so I don't have a lot of experience with them. Not entirely sure on how to fish most of them, other than you cast and retrieve. So I don't know if I'm fishing it right or not. There's always plenty to learn. Alright, so that's going to do it for me this morning. It's going to do it for this video. Pardon that. Thought I was going to sneeze. But, yeah, lovely little pike. Safely released. Like I said, second ever pike. That was bigger than the first, but they get huge around here. I've seen some break the surface on the Connecticut that got to be at least 40, 45 pounds. So maybe one day on one of them, but for right now, relatively light gear. That was fun. So I appreciate anyone watching, and until next time, I hope you have some fun.